Hi everybody, so today I wanted to do a product review on my self tanner that I really like to use. It is the Extreme self tanning gel from Fake Bake, and I think a lot of people have heard of Fake Bake. They have another self tanner. It's a lotion instead of a gel, and I think that's the one that a lot of people use, so that's probably the more common one. But I bought this at Ulta and they didn't, I guess, I'm not sure if they don't carry the lotion or they just didn't have it. But I picked up this one instead because I really wanted to try something from the Fake Bake line. So, like I said, you can get it from Ulta. I don't recommend it because it was $30 with tax, $28 without, and online off of the Fake Bake website, you can get it for $24.94. They don't charge for shipping and there's no tax. So obviously you're saving a lot of money, and they'll include another free product depending which product you buy. So you get like this plus another one of their products for free. So obviously it's a very good deal. So I think some people wonder why you should use a self tanner, especially in the summer when you could easily go outside and get an actual tan. I think a lot of people use a self tanner for prevention of skin cancer and aging due to prolonged sun exposure. I know that's why I mainly use it. I want to protect myself from the sun. When I'm older, I don't want to have skin cancer mainly, and if I can prevent my skin from looking older, that's another benefit. But for me, it's mostly for the health reasons, and I also can't get tan naturally anyway. I'm actually just too fair skinned to get tan. I've never been able to. Ever since I was little, I just burned, so even if I wanted to, I couldn't go outside and get an actual tan. There's no SPF in this. You're still going to need to use a sunscreen, and don't think that because your skin is darker you're protected. You're not. It's not a real tan, obviously, so your body hasn't produced any melanin, which is the thing that makes your skin darker, to protect it from further breaking down of your DNA. So you do need to use an SPF, always. I always recommend that you use one anyway. I use on my face every single day this. It is SPF 30. And a lot of foundations have SPF in them. I don't use foundation, but I know a lot of them do, and always wear sunscreen on your body, especially if you're going to the beach or the pool. It's really important to protect yourself, and the Fake Bake isn't going to protect you at all. So just make sure you do that. Don't forget. So one of the big things about self-tanners is like the application, how easy is it to apply. Fake Bake is very easy. Of course, you're going to want to use gloves. So with the products like this, you always want to use gloves. They come in the box with the product. It comes with one pair of gloves. They're purple. You can also purchase them again off of the Fake Bake website. They're 50 cents. I wouldn't recommend it. I just recommend going to your local Target, Walmart, drugstore, whatever, and getting your own box. I got this for like $2 at Target, and it has 50 gloves in it. So that's obviously a better deal. So application is easy. You just put on a pair of gloves, you pump some product out. For me, my pump never worked. It's always been broken, so I have to open it up and put some onto my hand, but it still works. So and then you just apply it in like circular motions onto your skin. It's very easy. They tell you to bend your elbows and your knees when you put it on your knees and your elbows to try to prevent like extra product from getting on there. But the one thing I do want to warn you about is the color guide. So you could probably notice my skin does not look very good. It's like a weird color. It looks like really streaky and not attractive at all. Well, that's because this is the color guide on my skin right now. This is not what it looks like when it's done. I put this on at, I think it was like 2 hours ago. You want to leave it on for I think it's 4 to 6 hours. They recommend sleeping in it, but for the purpose of this video, I did it earlier during the day so I can make this and show you what the color guide looks like. So The first time I used it was before my graduation, the day before my graduation, and I put it on and I didn't really realize anything about the color guide or how dark it was going to be. So I saw it and I thought that this was going to be what the results were like, so I washed it off quickly and I didn't use it again until I didn't have anywhere to go. So what I figured out after was that most of this is going to wash away, and any sort of unevenness or streaking is also going to go away, and it's going to be one even color that's going to be probably half a shade lighter than this or something like that. It won't be as dark as this is. When you wash it off, you'll see the color guide come off. It comes off your skin, and then you're supposed to do it in the shower, so it just washes away. It won't stain your shower, but however, I wouldn't recommend not doing it in the shower because it can get onto, your clothes or any towels and stuff. I accidentally got it on my bath mat that's white. It appears to have washed off, but I think it has a little bit like of a brown tint to it now. So just be careful and do it in your shower, and then you shouldn't really have any problems. So the thing I want to emphasize most is don't be afraid of the color guide. This isn't really a reflection of how it's going to look afterwards. I'm not like a pro or anything, and I've never had any streaking or orangeness or anything like that, so I really recommend this to anybody, even first-time users, so that you don't need to have any experience or know anything about self-tanners. It's really easy. It comes with instructions, and just follow them and you should have good results. And obviously just try to apply it as evenly as possible, and I think it will come out really nicely for you. Alright, so it's been a couple hours and I just wanted to show you what it looks like, the final results, the difference between what it looks like with the color guide and what it will actually look like when you're done. So, okay, hopefully you can see. I wiped off half of the color guide on each of my arms, so no color guide, color guide. So as you can see, it's a pretty big difference. So don't be afraid of this. It's going to turn out a lot nicer than it actually looks. So don't worry about it. Don't be afraid of the color guide because it's really much more extreme than it's actually going to be.